Before we begin the 4th episode of qυαtєямαΐζ 2, we'd like to say that in our opinion it is not suitable for children or for those of you who may have a nervous disposition.
Probing the mystery of the pseudo-meteorites that take a violent effect on human beings with whom they come into contact, Professor Bernard qυαtєямαΐζ is led first to a top-secret synthetic food plant, and later in Whitehall to an inquiry into the running of this establishment, an inquiry that ends abruptly. With the help of a senior civil servant, Fowler, and Ward, a public relations officer, who are disturbed by what they have learnt, qυαtєямαΐζ gains entry to the unfinished plant. He discovers that building work is suspended there, and production has begun of what seems to be synthetic food, pumped to a vast pressure dome, the first to be completed. One of his companions finds a way into the dome. When he emerges, he is covered with black corrosive slime. qυαtєямαΐζ escapes with a sample of the slime. Analysis shows that this synthetic food is a deadly poison to any living thing on the Earth. Meanwhile, by radio telescope, the source of the meteorites has been located.
No doubt about this. It's giving a firm signal.
The asteroid?
What's the distance? Something over 500,000 miles. Approaching the Earth. By my calculations, it'll go on doing so for the next 4 hours. By that time, the asteroid, or whatever it is, will have reached its nearest point.
How near?
About 380,000 miles. Sounds a lot, but astronomically, it's next door.
Then it will move away and come again after 40 hours, and so on. That's the pattern.
If we're right about this, it's able to discharge these, call them meteorites, whenever it reaches the near point. In this shell, something traveled to the Earth, alive. Not as we know life. Sustained in its cavity by a mixture of compressed gases, ammonia, methane, and probably hydrogen, the atmosphere to which it belongs.
Then when it emerged into the air we breathe, into oxygen, it couldn't live.
For a few moments, floating. Seconds, really, if it came in contact with an object, a target, and then its energy would be expended.
As when one of them touched Johnny Dillon.
Yes. I thought I saw it for a moment on his face before he collapsed, like a dark bubble. And then it was gone.
What do you think happens to a person affected?
An instantaneous invasion of the whole nervous system from the point of contact, and there's a violent shock to the brain.
A sort of mental sting?
It may extend to a complete comprehension of the victim's faculties, his reasoning powers, his subconscious knowledge. But what is certain is that something is implanted in him. A new instinct.
Submission?
More.
To what? By your theory, the thing that caused it dies a moment later.
That may not matter.
Death, not matter.
Do you know what a colonial organism is? Could be. Imagine a group mind. 1,000 billion individuals, if you like, with a single consciousness.
What one discovered would be transmitted to the rest.
More. The experience itself would be shared.
By all of them?
Simultaneously, wherever they may be.
Dr. Pugh, you're in agreement?
Yes. When they first came, it was probably at random, scattered over the Earth.
You could go into reconnaissance in force. Then a year later, phase 2, the general offensive. How many, or how few there were in the world?
Brazil, Siberia?
We know of one incident.
Winnerden Flats.
An out-of-the-way village, a small government research unit. In a night, the whole area taken over.
The inhabitants?
All of them, the trained personnel. It became a plague spot defended by the victims themselves. And now, the plant's almost complete. Waiting.
Waiting?
To be occupied. The pressure dam's already full of the pooled slime. In readiness.
Small, tiny creature. But the dome is so huge. To accommodate a vast number of them.
More than that, it might, in its own atmosphere, be able to change in size, mass, and shape. Another 3 hours, 20 minutes.
Till it reaches the perigee.
The nearest point. And then they can come. Perhaps in force.
This time? The next? How long?
It must be soon. Whatever we do now, there'll be no second chance. We've got to break this conspiracy of silence, secret orders, details. We've got to make it known.
But isn't that straightforward?
No. They're ahead of us by more than a year. Now, Fowler, for a start, will you go back to London?
Of course.
Be careful. Check your position there first. And your safety, and then find out all you can.
In the ministry.
Remember Broadhead. Act quickly, and keep in touch with us here. Hello? Tell Transport to send a car round to Observatory 3.
Only it were more than an electronic trace. If one could see. Father, I believe there's something you've missed. It might mean you're entirely wrong.
What?
You said an atmosphere of ammonia and methane. But an asteroid as small as that couldn't hold an atmosphere.
Obviously, it's not a natural asteroid.
Of course. Sorry, I'm being so stupid. Yes, it would have to be, wouldn't it, a made thing? From where those conditions, that atmosphere, do exist.
In heaven's name, where?
The outer planets.
A frozen world. With poisonous gases for air. Life could exist there and develop until the time came when probably one of the moons of Saturn, 800 million miles away.
Precision workmanship. This would seal it. Almost certainly airtight. Gas-tight. Ward had this in his hand when he came from the pressure dome?
Yes.
About the same capacity. Only this is man-made.
Made in the plant's workshops, probably, and kept in readiness.
Protective containers.
Worse. You see, I stripped down the locking device. It's an acoustic fuse.
Charge this with gases and one of those things, a kind of booby trap.
And now, Leo?
We'd better warn our people here. I suppose it's possible for these things to turn up anywhere.
I've done that. I'm into action. Future developments. I want a general alert sent out to all sections. Basic preparation of the rocket to begin at daybreak.
Check number 7. Check number 8.
Wait a minute. It's totally inoperable.
It's my decision, Leo.
There'd only be a limited chance of making a direct contact.
I'm aware of that.
Even with a rocket with 100% proved performance. But with this, we both know its potentialities. As soon as it's left the ground, it'll turn into a death trap, an atomic bomb. Is that how you intend to use it? qυαtєямαΐζ!
I have no intention of using it.
Then why...
If it can be avoided, but it's got to be ready.
Starting base?
Now, you know what I want from you.
Trajectory calculations.
Fix on the parent body, the asteroid. Exact position at the perigee. All possible interception lines.
But I already told you...
I'm not listening to reason.
Father, there's a call for you.
Who is it?
A journalist. Some pretense that you wanted to speak to him.
Is his name Conrad?
Yes?
Then I do want to speak to him. I've been trying to get him all morning.
I didn't know.
Hello, qυαtєямαΐζ here.
In heaven's name, what do you intend to do?
No, Conrad, it is not the rocket project. It's something much more important. Since we last met at that conference, a lot of things have changed. What do you know about the project at Willerton Flats? Nothing? You've never been there?
No, I haven't. I've heard of it, of course. It's something top secret, isn't it? So synthetic food. Well, it hardly seems like my line of country, but still, if I'm the man you want, Which scare? Oh, the flying objects last year. Yes, of course I remember them. Yes, but hold on, one thing at a time, sir. We were talking about... There's some connection. Yes, go on. Uh-huh. Yes, I'm sure we've got a lot on the files. Yes, I'm doing that right now. Hurry with it.
Okay, Mr. Comrade.
Look, in the meantime, can you give me any idea as to what the story is?
No. I'm going to meet as soon as possible, this afternoon. This is much more important. Now, let me see. There's a prefab town a few miles away from the plant.
Yes? Yes, I see. All right, I'll meet you there at that time. Yes. Yes, I'll come alone, I promise. Yes, I'll be there. But look, can't you give me... Ah, that was quick.
I am quick.
Yes, too quick. Where's the rest of it?
Eh?
Oh, you're not going to tell me this is all there was.
It is. Honest, Mr. Comrade. You can look for yourself.
All right. It's enough cheek. Go on, get along with you. There must have been more than this. Funny.
How are you, sir? Am I late?
No. I left my car some distance away. I thought he might be recognized. I've been looking around.
What's the program? A drink to start with?
Mr. Conrad, I've got a lot to tell you. You'll probably have many questions. I think we'd better drive around for a while.
All right.
Then we'll have our drink. I know a pub and some people I think we ought to meet.
Has the whiskers on it.
That's what she said.
Oh, Mac, you're the one. You're the one for them, you foul-minded owl. Hey, did you hear it? Are you too shocked to give us another round? 4 extra strong. And not her. She could better herself. Whiskers. There you are, Mac. You know, it's this decent man's silver wedding tomorrow. But the way it's taken him, you'd think he was getting married.
Well, what's it to be?
After that, a double scotch at least.
2 large scotch, please.
Everybody here seems to be normal enough.
They probably are. That's what we're here to find out.
Well, cheers. Wait a minute. This isn't the night for saying cheers and letting her go at that. Now, where's Mrs. Mac?
No, she's far gone in gossip.
Well, has she a drink at her? Hey, Mrs. Mac.
Oh, let her be, Paddy.
That's better. Keep the party together, eh? Now, what was it, Mrs. Mac? Ah, that's a sensible drink.
Oh, Paddy, you'll have me under the table.
Get her a glass of water. 1 glass of water for Mrs. McLeod. Black with a head on it.
Oh, don't press too much on her, Paddy. She's not a drinking woman, and she'd be a weight to carry. Tomorrow's our silver wedding, the wife and me. Hey, have one with us and your friend.
Oh, no, these drinks are on me.
Oh, we can't have that.
No, Angus. Will you take the orders, please?
No.
No, I'm intruding on your party. I'm sorry, but a silver wedding is something I never had the fortune to reach. Mr. and Mrs. McLeod, I'd like to celebrate yours.
Well, that's a decent thing to say.
Oh, your poor wife. I said when you came in you had a sad face.
Come and sit down with us.
That's very kind of you.
That's right. Come and make yourself at home. Oh, Paddy, you'll be the death of me. I shouldn't take it, really. It just rises up here. But tonight's something special. The eve of our wedding, 25 years ago.
Well, here's to you both. And the golden wedding.
Here, you can't drink to yourself.
Oh, dear. We must have risen already.
I haven't seen you in here before. Been at the plant long?
I don't work there.
A visitor. We don't get many of them in this town.
That's what I always say.
No, Mother.
We're right away from the world. Just the plant and the marshes and what else?
There's 2 cinemas.
Sometimes I wish you'd never taken this job, Ted.
Here, you've had enough.
May I introduce... Oh, you probably know his name. He's a columnist, Mr. Hugh Conrad.
Oh, aye.
He writes in our paper.
Hey, Ernie, look who's here.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I'm planning a new series of articles on what it's really like to work in a big modern industrial plant.
You want us to tell you about it?
I do.
It's terrific, that's what it is. The best jobs a man could ask for. Do you know what they pay here to unskilled men?
Ernie, haven't you noticed these?
Ah, to the devil with them.
Don't stir.
Listen, mister. We're construction workers. We're helping to build that place, but we've little enough idea how it functions.
That's left to the zombies.
Zombies?
Men with special duties.
Why are they called zombies?
It's a nickname.
They get special privileges. Free living quarters inside the plant. Free board, free uniform.
Oh, that's an old labour dispute that was all hammered out months ago. They're maintenance men, permanent.
And we hate their guts.
They act as if they were sending us all to Coventry all the time.
They don't talk to you?
Never.
The security guards, what about them?
Ah, they're just the same. Special personnel, they call them. Special. A lot of dirty, disease-looking...
I understand that yesterday and again today this plant's been closed to you all, is that right?
Yes, we've been laid off on full pay.
What, all construction gangs?
Conrad.
Tell me, the first of the pressure domes, it's completed, isn't it?
All of a sudden, you know too much.
You put our names in the papers how we gave out secrets for the price of a drink. Come on now.
I want to talk to you.
You are trying to pump me.
Fool, might have known. Listen, everybody, please. I've got something vitally important to tell you. I'm not asking for information now. I'm giving it. But I must have your attention. Please, will you listen?
Don't listen to them. Well, Mrs. Max, tomorrow night's the night we'll have you dancing a jig.
Oh, Paddy.
Let's go.
Oh, me Bronny. I'll let you over there.
I love the dear silver that shines in her hair, and the brow that's all furrowed and wrinkled with care. I kiss the dear fingers so toil-worn for me. Oh,
What's happened, love?
Get back there. Get your wife away from here. Conrad!
It came through the roof.
It's one of them. It's under the floorboards. Get back, man.
Now, who are you giving orders to? It's an overshot, that's all.
Just what I was saying, an overshot.
Overshot?
Things that fall outside the plant from time to time, something to do with the process, but don't ask me what. They call them overshots.
It's not that at all. When you let me explain.
Listen, it's been explained to us, mister.
Explain?
That these is just overshot stones. They mean nothing at all. Well, this is the first time one of them's done damage. Hey, are you okay, Mrs. Mack? Is she all right?
Oh, just got a bit of a shock. She'll get over it.
It's been explained to them. Concoct a name and then... You believe me. Don't go near it. Listen, everybody. I'm a scientist. It doesn't matter what you've been told about this thing. It is not harmless. It's hollow. It contains something dangerous.
Who told you?
I've investigated it. And what is more, the production at this plant is not a food, but a poison. A poison deadly to any earthly creature.
What's this you're saying?
I can prove it.
You'd better. He says we're making a poison. Do you hear that? Zombies.
Hey, look here. This lady was nearly killed.
She hurt?
No, but she's had a terrible shock. Have you nothing to say?
There will be compensation for the damage. Well, how do you like that?
Conrad, something's going on. We've got to follow them. Come on, man. Look alive, for heaven's sake. Come on, quickly. Listen.
Truck.
Their truck, I don't mean that. Meteorites. We've got to get to the plant. Where's your car?
Careful, man, you'll have us over.
Something's happening out there. On the Martians.
Watch out. You're victim.
He's alive. It's one of them. He was trying to stop us. Listen to them now. They're coming in thousands. See, teams of men out on the mudflats. There and there. Conrad, this is it. This is the night.
Containers with their own gas supply. If they put the meteorites in these things before they open, they must be using them outside now. Keep a lookout. It's worse than I thought.
Get back to London. Write that article as quick as you can. Doesn't matter what you say or how you do it. But get them to listen before it's too late.
What about you?
I'm going to get into the plant. I'll get in touch with you can. But I've got to see what's inside those pressure domes.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, up you get.
Paddy, you coming our way?
I am then.
Listen.
What is it?
Overshots make a noise like that.
Well, they'd have to be in vast numbers.
Oh, it must have been the car. Look, it's that fellow.
Telephone! Give me that telephone!
So, have they had an accident or what?
This is Winnenden 3-1. I want to speak to London. Fleet Street 10,000. Yes, quickly!
Are you okay? What can't you say?
Hello? Put me through to the night desk. Hurry! Frank, this is Conrad. Hugh Conrad. Now listen, I've got a story here. Get it, every word. Don't ask questions, just get it. For the past year, this country, and probably others, has been under the influence of... Look, Frank, you'll have to sub this to make it sound right, but... Under the influence of something from outside the Earth. Yes. The things come in what appear to be meteorites. Contact with them produces violent infection. 10 minutes ago, I became the victim of one. No, Frank, I can't. Are you getting this? Subjugation to the intention of the thing is widespread. It's given rise to the production of a protected colony at a place called Winnenden Flats. No, it's not synthetic food. It's the recreation of a world 800 million miles away. They're coming. At this moment, In thousands.
What do you make of it? To know what we're going to do. Well, let's go on your own and try not to tread. Here, Foster, Ernie, go round the houses and get out the lads and up to the plank.
Look, Frank, it's true, I tell you, it's true. I've seen them. Frank, I got hold of one. I wanted to bring it back, and it went to nothing in my hand after it. qυατєямαΐζ! Get Professor qυατєямαΐζ! He's in the plant now, alone. qυατєямαΐζ! qυατєямαΐζ!